Get ready for the history you need to know. Today we dive deep into rock music with major milestones marking April 17th. We are looking at the significant releases, the legendary performances, and the massive shifts that defined this pivotal day in rock and roll history.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we look at a massive moment for Iron Maiden. The band has finally earned their spot in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but there's a major scheduling conflict that has them skipping the induction ceremony entirely. We break down exactly why this huge event is being postponed and what it means for the fans. We're also looking at the fallout from politics and public health as Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. testifies before Congress. We examine his comments on spending cuts, the debate over nutrition programs like WIC, and the intense questioning from Democrats regarding vaccine messaging and maternal health initiatives. And finally, we turn to the environment as conservation groups raise serious alarms over the Potomac River, which has just been named the most endangered in the nation. Stay with us all day for the full breakdown, and don't forget to subscribe to get the latest news delivered straight to you. April 17 marks a pivotal day in rock music history, characterized by significant releases, cultural events, and major shifts within the genre. This date is significant for charting breakthroughs, the formation and dissolution of bands, and other defining moments that propelled artists into the mainstream. The day witnessed several rock musicians achieving major success through highly acclaimed recordings and electrifying performances. Beyond the musical achievements, April 17 also saw substantial changes and challenges impacting the music industry. The combination of chart-topping hits, memorable live performances, and industry transformations solidifies April 17 as a crucial and highly significant date for rock music enthusiasts and historians. Iron Maiden has unexpectedly skipped their induction ceremony into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, citing scheduling conflicts with an extensive Australian tour. The highly anticipated event, scheduled for November 14 in Los Angeles, was postponed due to the band's simultaneous performances across Australia and New Zealand. Manager Rod Smallwood confirmed that the conflict arose because the tour dates overlapped with the induction ceremony and other major shows in Melbourne and Sydney. Smallwood assured fans in Australasia that the scheduled Australian and New Zealand dates would remain unaffected, emphasizing that the band remains committed to their performances. He stated that the decision was made to prioritize the fans, reiterating that the shows would proceed. Iron Maiden, formed in East London in 1975, has taken 46 years to achieve nomination for the honor, joining the inductee class of 2026 after nominations in 2021 and 2023. This will mark the 8th time the band has toured down under during their half-century in the music industry. The band is also gearing up for a major milestone, with their documentary, Iron Maiden, Burning Ambition, set for theatrical release on May 7, 2026. Iron Maiden has confirmed they will not be attending their induction ceremony into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Los Angeles. The decision was announced by their manager, Rod Smallwood, who stated that the band will be on tour in Australia around the November dates of the ceremony. Smallwood emphasized that the band's commitment remains with their fans, stating, "In accepting, Iron Maiden made it very clear to the R&R HOF that the fans always come first, and that the shows will of course go on." The conflict arises because Iron Maiden is scheduled to perform in Australia on November 13th and 15th, dates that bracket the Rock Hall ceremony, making attendance impossible. However, Smallwood clarified that this does not preclude other members from attending, mentioning that former members like Nico McBrain or the families of Clive Burr and Paul Di'Anno could still be present. The manager assured fans in Australasia that the Australian and New Zealand dates for the Run for Your Lives tour will remain unaffected, promising to bring the tour to the region as part of their 50th anniversary celebrations. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy, Jr., has faced intense scrutiny from Congress regarding spending cuts and his administration's public health stances. During a hearing before the House Ways and Means Committee, Kennedy expressed dissatisfaction with proposed cuts to programs assisting low-income Americans with food, stating, "Am I happy about the cuts? No, I'm not happy about the cuts." Kennedy indicated that President Donald Trump and White House Budget Director Russ Vought were not in favor of proposing funding reductions to the Special Supplemental Nutrition Program for Women, Infants, and Children (WIC) and the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, citing the nation's $39 trillion debt as a major factor. The Trump administration's proposed budget included a significant increase in defense spending, aiming for a 43% boost, while suggesting a 10% cut to domestic spending and a $15.8 billion, or 12.5%, reduction in the Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, budget to $111.1 billion. During the hearing, lawmakers pressed Kennedy on various issues, including his comments on vaccines, the rise in measles cases, and statements concerning autism. Utah Republican Representative Blake Moore shared personal concerns regarding his son's autism diagnosis and expressed disappointment with the administration's public messaging on the topic. California Democratic Representative Linda T. Sanchez voiced strong criticism, displaying a poster of Kennedy drinking milk in a hot tub with Kid Rock to illustrate her disapproval of his public health messaging, questioning the appropriateness of such imagery compared to vaccine promotion. Representative Danny K. Davis questioned Kennedy regarding the administration's stance on child care funding and Black maternal health. He highlighted cuts to Medicaid and proposed spending reductions for maternal and child health research, arguing the Trump administration was undermining Black maternal health. In response to budget constraints, Kennedy attributed the need for cuts to the national debt, stating, "We're now having to tighten our belts." He defended the administration's efforts in maternal health, noting consolidation within the department and increased investment in the area.